Hello, my dear children. Welcome back to our English class. Hope you all are doing good. Before starting our today's class, let's recollect our previous class. In the previous class, I told you to read the text and we came across the profile of author Kesavan Shankara Pillai. Did you write the profile? I hope that you all have written the profile. Okay, my dears, are you ready for today's class? Okay, all of you should listen carefully. Okay, my dears, let's start. In the previous class, we discussed about Raja's family. Am I right? Yes, okay. Who are the members of Raja's family? Yes, very good. Raja's grandfather, grandmother, uncle and Raja. Okay, children. Do you know the value of grandparents in your life? Okay, those who have grandparents in home can understand the value of grandparents in their life. Am I right? Okay, they can play a major role in a child's development. They can help you in different ways by giving advices, take care of you in the absence of your parents, and they can entertain you by telling stories, etc. They have a great value in your life. That's why we celebrate Grandparents' Day. Children, can you say when do we celebrate Grandparents' Day? Yes, very good. We celebrate Grandparents' Day on 13th September. Okay, my dears, why do we celebrate Grandparents' Day? We celebrate Grandparents' Day to honor and remember the contributions of grandparents in our lives. Okay, my dears, now you take page number 11 from your text. In the last class, I told you to read this part, didn't you? Okay, now I'll read the first two paragraphs. Listen carefully and also you can read with me. My home. Everybody called me Raja. It is not my real name, but I like to be called Raja. I lived with my grandfather and grandmother. They were my guardians. My mother died when I was young. My father left me with my grandparents who brought me up. We lived in a large house, but we were a small family. There were grandfather, grandmother, uncle, and I. We had many relatives, but they lived in their own houses. Okay, students, in the last class I told you about a little boy of our age. I introduced him as Raja. Do you remember him? Okay, good. Here, Raja is telling his story. Everybody called him Raja, but it is not his real name, even though he liked being called Raja. He lived with his grandfather and grandmother. When he was young, his mother died. Then his father left him with his grandparents. So they brought him up and they were his guardians. Listen to the next passage. Here Raja telling about his family members. They were a small family, but they lived in a large house. Listen to me, my dears. How many members are there in Raja's family? Who can say? Yes, there were grandfather, grandmother, uncle, and Raja. They had so many relatives, but they lived in their own houses. No one was with him. Okay, students, shall we go to the next paragraph? Listen to the next two paragraphs. grandfather was a tall, strong man. He always spoke in a loud voice. He knew everyone in the village. People respected him. They came to him for advice and help. Grandmother was kind and gentle. She took good care of me. She would follow me like a shadow, saying, "Drink this milk, or eat your food, or have your bath, or go to bed." I did not like this, but still I loved her very much. Okay, my dears, listen to the detailed explanation. Children, listen to me. Whom does Raja describe here in third paragraph? Yes, very good. Here, Raja describes about his grandfather. His grandfather was very tall and strong. He always spoke loudly. The people in that village came to him for help and advice. Advice means guidance. That's why he respected by the people in that village. Okay, my dears, let's go to the fourth paragraph. I'll give the detailed explanation. Listen to me. Whom does Raja describe in this paragraph? Yes, he describes about his grandmother. The grandmother was very kind and gentle. Gentle means calm. Grandma was very kind and calm. She gave good care to him, and she would follow him like a shadow by saying that, "Drink this milk, eat your food, go to bed," etc. I think now you are also thinking about your grandmother, right? Okay, most of the grandmas are like this. Maybe your grandmother is also followed you like this way by saying that, "Don't do this, don't go there, don't say like that," etc. Do you like it? No, you don't like it. Okay, here Raja is also like you. He didn't like his grandma's behavior, but he loved her very much. Children, listen to the last paragraph of this page. I'll read it. You listen carefully and read with me. My uncle was young and very clever. He helped grandfather in looking after his fields and gardens. People liked him, and I too liked him very much. Whenever I was in trouble, uncle would come to my help. Okay, my dears, listen to the detailed explanation. In this paragraph, Raja describes about his uncle. His uncle was very young and clever. He helped his father in looking after his fields and gardens. Children, can you say, how did Raja's uncle help his father? Yes, very good. Raja's uncle helped his father in looking after his fields and gardens. Okay, he was also loved by the people in that village. He would help Raja whenever he was in trouble. So Raja loved his uncle very much. Okay, my dears, hope you understood today's portion. Don't forget to read this page 3 times. Now is the time to wind up today's class. We will meet in the next class with the rest of the story. Thank you.